back to Designs by Shy. Today is lesson 2 of Cricut School, and we are going to be going over some major keys to understanding Cricut design space. But before we get into the video, I just want to say shout out to Lazy Expression for this dope shirt, bigger bags. They have his and her shirts of this, shirts like this. I'm going to leave their Facebook information on the video. Please go contact them and get your shirt today. Let her know that I sent you. Please and thank you. But back to the video. So we're going to be talking about the 5 main features of Cricut Design Space. Slice, weld, attach, flatten, and contour. That may not be their order that they go in, but them are the 5 main features, and I promise you this. Once you learn and understand when to use those features, Cricut Design Space will become so much simpler and easier to use. I promise you that. I do ask that you take out your tablet, laptop, phone, whatever it is that you use Cricut Design Space on, and follow along with me as I'm going over the lesson plan. It's going to be a lot easier to grasp everything that I am saying and showing you if you follow along yourself. But if you go through the whole lesson plan, you still have questions, or if you just want to come and talk to me on live here on YouTube, come and meet me here February 15th, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will have a live class going over lesson 2. I will answer any questions you guys have. I will show details of anything you guys need to be shown, and then we can just chop it up afterwards. You can ask me questions, craft or not craft related afterwards, or about other videos, or anything that you're interested in asking me. But I do want to go over lesson 2 before we go to anything else. But I think I've said enough. So yeah, I've said enough. So let's get right into the video, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna go over the slice feature. So a slice is just basically cutting an image out of another image. So for example, we have this square and we have this heart. I just want to duplicate this for that. And then you just can put your heart inside your square or on top of your square, however you want to read it. And then you would highlight both of them and come down here and click slice. Now you would have the image. So once again, one image cut out of another image. So let me just do the same thing with this picture. Highlight both, and we're going to click slice. Now I have a picture of my daughter in a heart photo. And that is slice. So if you need an example of a project you would do using the slice project, I will show you the video I did of a picture tile, and you can watch that project, and that is a project you would do using slice. We're going to go over welding an image together. So basically what welding is taking 2 items and making it one cut item. So let's say, for instance, we had a blue square and we had a red triangle, and we wanted to make this one cut. So as you can see over here to the right hand side, it's 2 separate things. But if we wanted to make it one, we would click weld, and it would change the color to one color. So that is an example of weld. And once you weld something together, you cannot unweld it, but you can go over here to the arrow and go back until it is how it looked before it was welded together. So example of something you may want to weld together is just some words. Let's see. Let's do happy birthday. Let's say you wanted to put some stars and some hearts. say you were okay with all of this being the same color, right? Because once you weld it, it will all change to one color. But you want this to be one cut, then you would just weld it all together, and then the Cricut will cut this as one cut. But let's say, I'll do this real quick. Let's say that, you know, before you weld it, I just want to show you how it will look. So you go to make it, and then happy birthday, and then the stars and the hearts are on two different sheets. But if you wanted to cut it all together, all one color, it's one cut, then you would click weld. As you see, now it's just one layer, one cut, and it would cut all together. So if you want to see an example on a project using the weld cut, my Spotify glass artwork video, that is a project that I use weld for. So I will leave that link as well so you can check that out. So for attach, we have this rectangle here. We are going to add a score line. So what a score line is, basically it's going to tell the Cricut to make a line here, not a cut. And I will show you an example of this. I know that probably is confusing without seeing exactly what I mean. So we will put the score line here, and we will highlight this, and we will click attach. So attach is kind of like group, but I'll show you the difference. So we're going to detach it. I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to show you if we group it together. So basically it's telling Cricut Design that this is one group, one project, if you will. So we click make it, but it's still cut separate, or it's still two separate actions. So we'll go cancel, and we'll ungroup it, and we'll highlight it again and click attach. Now we'll click make it. The Cricut understands this is one thing. We want this to make a line on this cut. I didn't mean click continue. Okay, so let's say for instance we want to write something. I'm just going to say thank you. I'm going to put the thank you so it fits onto this, what is now a card. And then we're going to go up here, we're going to click where it says operation, we're going to go down to pin. So now we're going to detach this and highlight everything again and attach once again. So as you can see up here, it says operation, it says multiple, because there's multiple things happening here. One is going to cut this, then two, the line here, and then three, there are words with the pen we want written out. So now the Cricut understands there's three different things we want to happen. So then we would click make it. And now here, as you can see, it's still one mat. I'm going to continue. And the first thing it's telling you to do to add your scoring stylus and your fine point blade into your clamp A and clamp B. Then here it says coming up is the black pen. So I already have my blade in the B clamp. It's always in there. And this is what the score stylus looks like. It should come with your Cricut tool set if you have bought one. And you're just going to press it down into the A clamp and close it up. So now I'm going to put some cardstock on the mat. Get it lined up there. And then we're going to insert it into the machine. I'm going to press it up against the roller, and we're going to click the arrow. Okay, so now we're just going to click the C Cricut button, which means go. I'm just going to let it do its thing. So the first thing it did, it made the line with the stylus. So now, let me see. So now it is telling us to load the black pen into clamp A and then press the go button to resume. So we'll open up clamp A, take that out. We'll just find the pen we want to use. We're just going to press that in there. And then we're going to click the C button again for go. So now that it's done writing, now it's going to go ahead and cut. So when it is done, it'll give you the option to hit the arrow to kick it off. So as you can see, it kind of messed up a little bit. But so this is how it will come out. So that score line, that basically just gives you your fold line. And that is that. So I made this using the attach option. So for flatten, it's basically turning a cut file into a print then cut file. So for example, we have this hockey image that I just grabbed from Cricut Design Space Images. This is a cut file, right? So I'm going to hide this real quick. I'm going to click make it. So as you can see, there's different mats for each layer. I'm going to go to cancel, I'm going to go back. So now click the image and I click flatten. And you see how now softer it looks, doesn't have those hard outlines anymore. And as you can see over here, it's one layer now. So we're going to click make it. And it is now a print to cut. So basically it is an image you would just print on your printer and cut it out with your Cricut machine. So as you remember when I said on weld, once you weld it together, it becomes one color. So it's the opposite for flatten. So once you click flatten, it becomes one image still, but once you click make it, it will be a print and cut image. So it will keep the same colors you had there. It just will become one. So the contour option is basically to edit an image. So, for example, let's say for Celebrate Black History Month, let's say I don't want Celebrate or this line, I just want Black History Month. I can highlight the image, come over here, click Contour, and I have two options. I can either click one by one to delete Celebrate in the line, or I could come over here to the side and find the letters to delete it. Here, Celebrate. Or just click it. That's way easier. Sometimes it's in order over here, and sometimes it's not. So I have that now. I can click the X and go back, and now I just have Black History Month. So say for this bottle, for instance, I want it to be a closed bottle. I don't want all these hearts on it. Or maybe I only want a few hearts. So I can come here to contour. And I can either click one by one, the hearts I want to keep. Or I can click hide all contour. And it will leave one highlighted still. And now it's a closed bottle. So let's say I want to go back and add some of those hearts. I can just click which heart I would want. Say if I just want to make like a little tab, then boom, we have it like that. So that is how you use contour. Alright, so that was the video, right? Simple, easy, right? Okay. So video was easy to follow. I hope you guys had your iPad, tablet, whatever it is out, and I hope you guys followed along. If you still have questions, or once again, if you just want to join me on live, February 15th, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, I would love for you guys to join me. Ask me questions as I go over lesson 2 and any questions you guys may have. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't already, go and subscribe to my new YouTube channel. And until next time, guys, stay safe.